Kello. Alright, hello, welcome back. I'm doing a Twilight Princess speedrun. You ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Luckily enough, you can skip all of the cutscenes in a game. Most of them, at least. There's a couple of ones you can't skip at all. So normally you play the game. Well, I should say that this game is quite broken. You'll see soon. Just 1 minute in, you're gonna be impressed of a couple of things I'm gonna do. And you wonder what for I need this rock. Well, I need to go fast, so I have to clip through this fence. Actually, not fence, the gate. Then I'm gonna do some weird shenanigans. That is fun, I'll tell you. Sometimes this rock is not cooperating. Alright. And I'm gonna set up myself for a really big glitch that was found by accident, actually. Now, you wonder, I'm gonna void out, but I find myself in an Elden bridge. And yeah, I know. It's kinda weird. I know. That's called back in time. It's frame perfect, and for some reason, developers... Okay, so here's the thing. The Wind Waker, Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword uses the same kind of engine, which is what for it's possible to do this. And oh yeah, I died. Reset. Not really. Not really. This is gonna be a setup for a huge glitch for later, and I need to actually time this with a... So I skipped a cutscene there after I restarted. That actually sets my early boss flag value from 1 to 0, which means that when I enter a mini-boss room, I'm gonna start the fight instantly. Shortly said like that. It's really complicated to explain. Also, that save port brings me here. I don't know why this game is broken, I'll tell you, because we actually don't beat all of the dungeons. We don't even finish a couple of dungeons, nor even visit a couple of them. Corrupt Mines, Temple of Time are the only dungeons I never visit in any percent. Then there's a couple dungeons I visit for just an item. That's Forest Temple and Snow Peak Ruins. Then all of the other dungeons I beat. I have to beat them. So with that back in time, this is really complicated to explain, alright? Back in time effect is that I get sword and shield, which you can see, it's in my bag, I have them. That's not a master sword, it is an ordinary sword. Then it gives me a tunic, not really necessary, like detail, because I will get a tunic later anyway. Then another effect is the game assumes you have tamed Epona, which means that in Kakariko village, normally when you go there first time, you have Epona with you, but she's going wild, so you have to tame her. When you tame her back, you get to go to visit Bo back in Ordon village to get iron boots. Because I did back in time, I have tamed Epona, which means that I can get iron boots early. In 8 minutes in of the run. So yeah, it's quite a buggy, and there's a lot of things to come up with this game, I'll tell you. The run is just a little bit over 3 hours. I'll tell you that the world record is under 3 hours now, and it was considered really impossible until new things were found, and eventually it became possible. Right now I think there's 7 people in the world who has under 3 hours. My personal best is 3 hours, 4 minutes, 54 seconds I think, which I got just a couple days ago after playing this game again for months. Which I find surprising because this game is not easy speed game at all. It's really punishing. By punishing I mean lots of the tricks. If you don't get them first try, nor second try, you lose minutes. One of them being a pillar clip, which I will explain later, which is almost hour in of the run. Now I have to save a child and this monkey. Normally at this point you would have a wooden sword. But as I did that back in time, I don't have wooden sword. I had just have a better sword. But it really doesn't matter because I don't need auto sword after this at all. There's a much better sword I will get later. As a speed game, Twilight Princess has been said that it's a really hard game to speedrun, and also say that's a cool game because some shenanigans may happen sometimes where you like all of a sudden soft lock your game. Shoutouts to Fino, soft locking the game in any way. He's an American speedrunner of this game. Does a HD version right now. We have to get these codes back. If you start the game normally, you would have 10 codes at the start of the game because you get Epona with you, then just get 10 codes are here. But now it's 20. It's 20 after that. You wonder also, I can explain this why I have an English version. Well, because it's faster. Usually people say Japanese version is the fastest version, but well, not for this game. It's actually vice versa. There's a really big glitch that doesn't work in Japanese version. It's called map glitch, and I will do that once at least in a whole run. Twice if I want to be optimal, and I will do it twice. That means that it disables loading zones, but I will explain it later because it will be coming up later, not now, for a while. So because I have tamed Epona, I'll have to go to talk to Paul. And this is just the effect of back in time. I have to talk to him every time after every sentence. It's gonna take a while, but it's worth it. And I need iron boots to beat the game. Yeah, every time he stops a sentence, I have to talk to him again. It's just the effect of back in time. He tells you a secret about how he beat Coron Elder. I got respect from Corons, but I have to beat him first. The most optimal way is bulk strike, and I slap him and I mash A to drop him off the... let's see. He's not a nice guy. There is RNG in this game, which means random number generator, and it's random. It's just he either moves 5 times or he doesn't move at all for a while. I had to beat him twice. But I always want to start with the slap, which is B button, because it's the fastest way to beat him. Otherwise I would have to grab him twice. And he moved. And that's how I just beat him as fast as possible. And here we get a second item in a game. Then we have to leave. Now comes the part that is probably the hardest part for every speedrunner who starts the game. Like I said, the game is punishing. I really mean it. There's a lot of hard tricks in the beginning of the game. Most notable one being sword and shield skip. Then after that is early master sword. 2 of the hard tricks right at the beginning, and you do them both as a full flink. I will tell you a story about the early master sword. Back in the day when it was found, it was actually not useful at all. Because there was one issue. You couldn't enter Goron mines. For some reason, getting early master sword blocks Goron mines, and the only way to enter Goron mines is using a spinner that is found in an arbiter's grounds that you can't get to right now. So it was not useful to do early master sword until it was found out later that there is a Lanayru gate clip where you can get to Lanayru area without having anything from Goron mines area. You don't even have to get the bow at all in a whole game. So as the history went for this game, you found a trick. It wasn't useful because we didn't have an access to this area. Then early Master Sword became available and a good thing to do in a run is because we get to go to Lanayru early, which is not supposed to be possible before Elden Field, of course. Then later on it was found that we can't beat King Bulbling without bow. Then later on let's say this shortly that this game as a speed game developed by fighting tricks after tricks to make the trick X to possible because you found a trick Y, let's say. So early Master Sword became possible only when you found Lanayru Gate Clip, but after that there was other problems that had to be fixed. So as the speed game developed further and further, let's say it this way that to understand it more, most of the tricks people found in the game were useless, like early Master Sword, but it became useful later on when lots of other new tricks were found to make the run possible where you can get early Master Sword. If I wouldn't be able to skip Korra Mines, I wouldn't be able to beat the game with early Master Sword. That's what I mean. There's a lot of other tricks too that made the whole run possible, but some of them are not used in this category because it's not useful because there's faster way to do everything. So as a speed game, Twilight Princess, it's complicated. It's complicated, and I will try to explain as well as I can. There's supposed to be a jump I will do a little bit more left, but I didn't get it. So that will skip Midnight Trigger, so I wouldn't talk to her at all. And I will just come back here and just use midnight jumps. As I mentioned, the game is complicated. Well, let's make it more complicated for you to understand. I'm gonna enter Lekbet Temple without Sora Tunic. I will beat the game without Sora Tunic. I will not get a bow. I won't get Dominion Rod at all. There's a lot of items I will just not get because I don't have to get them. So then the next thing I will say, the triggers. Basically, by the trigger it means that if you can't trigger thing X, you have to do thing Y first before you trigger thing X. So let's say it this way. Alright. If you played casually, you know the Elden Bridge, it's gone. It's gone until you beat Forest Temple and beat Varon Twilight. Well, in this run, I'm not beating Forest Temple nor beating Varon Twilight. All I have to get in Forest Temple is Gale Boomerang. And these guys are not nice. Oh. That's unfortunate. That's some randomness there. So about the bridge, it is in a Varon Twilight, and I can't get it until I beat Varon Twilight and Forest Temple. But I don't have to do that in this run. But that just shows that how many triggers the game has and how complicated it is to understand the whole game. Even I have sometimes trouble to understand, especially that thing what I was setting up with back in time. That's called early boss flag. Basically, there's a value in a game that you can set between on and off. But I will explain it later a little bit more. Now it's coming up the really hard trick for newcomers who start running the game. Even I had trouble. This is called Sword and Shield skip. You notice I have a Sword and Shield in my back. I can't get Ordnance Sword and Ordnance Shield anymore because I have these items equipped in my back. If I didn't have them, I wouldn't have to do this, but this is faster regardless. Do I have to get Ordnance Sword and Shield anyway? It's the effect of back in time. It just prevents me to do and get Ordnance Sword and Shield. So I have to skip it. And this guy is called Hugo. Say hi to him. He likes to troll sometimes. There's basically two triggers, and I have to skip the other one. I will explain more after this. This is really hard. I got it. That's what I just did there. The other trigger there was in front of me, right in front of me. That's Midna telling you to go get Sword and Shield, but I can't do it. So I had to skip it. And that's how Sword and Shield skip is done. You have to rely on that Bullplin there. So he swings his axe or hammer or whatever he has at the right moment. Then you do a jump attack, then you do another jump attack that is called long jump attack. There's a weird mechanic in this game, and camera is broken. Camera is broken in this game that allows you to do long jump attack, and Kel Boomerang can abuse it really, really a lot. I will explain more about the broken camera soon when I get the Kel Boomerang. We're getting Midnight Charge, and this is required to get early Master Sword to work. And I wouldn't be able to skip these guys anyway, and I need the portal. Like I said, I'm not beating War on Twilight, so I won't get this Tears of Light at all. I will just skip it and go and set up myself for early Master Sword. I have 1 health. I have 2 hearts. It's fine, I can get some hearts before early Master Sword. Basically, I will explain when I get to there. Now I'm just skipping everything to get to the early Master Sword. With early Master Sword, I get to go to out of bounds with Midnight Charge, jump, and then I go to get Master Sword. Just like that. I don't need anything else for Master Sword. Just I have to be a Wolf Link and have an access to it. That's what the game is supposed to make you to do, because you're a Wolf Link after Midnight's Desperate Hour. Casually, when you play the game, normally, Sant makes you and turns you to Wolf Link on purpose. Then you can't transform back to Human Link, even though War on Twilights are already done. Every Twilight world, I mean. So the only way to get to transform you back to Human Link is Master Sword. And about that, Master Sword not only gives me an access to Human Link and Wolf Link anywhere, but also warping. And it's quite useful in the early of the game. I can warp anywhere I want. And now it's coming up early Master Sword. There's randomness in this enemy, and I want him to do slow attack. We call it slow attack, and it's a better attack. He's basically swinging his hand, and I want him to do the slow one because that's the only way to do it consistently. And I get it. That was early Master Sword. It's not over yet until I do this jump. I have to do a dash attack, otherwise I void out. And that's early Master Sword. All I have to do is Sacred Meadow. It looks easy, but trust me, it's not. It's not easy. This cutscene I'm not gonna skip because of this early boss flag I set up in the beginning of the run. Okay, so Skullkid, he's actually a boss. For some reason, he's counted as a boss in a game value, so if I skip a cutscene, I set the value back to 0. Meaning that I wouldn't be able to do this next thing I'm gonna do in a Forest Temple and later on in a Lake Red Temple. So I have to watch that cutscene, and I have to watch the other cutscene as well. There's nothing random with Skullkid, he's always in the same path and in the same spot. There is, however, randomness that can end the run or kill the run, let's say, as a personal best base later in a game. Morphil and Starlord are those bosses that has the most amount of RNG in a whole game, the randomness. And I have to rely on noticing that I have a bad RNG. Morphil especially. Morphil is a boss fight that can... Well, I will explain it later. Meanwhile, I will probably explain the version differences. I mentioned about the map glitch, and it's not possible in Japanese version. However, German text is actually faster than English text by 6 to 7 seconds. I can't remember exactly the amount, but it's less than 10 seconds for sure. In a long run like this, it doesn't really matter which version you play on, as long as it's not Japanese. As long as it's not Japanese version. However, Japanese text is actually faster by a second or two compared to German text. Don't ask me why German text is the fastest. I honestly don't know why, even though German has a lot of long sentence and cuts, text and everything. Well, one thing, there's actually one particular text box you can just skip right away, and other versions you can't skip it at all. It's weird why. And here's another cutscene. I can't skip this, otherwise my boss flag value is gone. It's so complicated to explain about the game value and memory and such things. Shortly I will just say some fun things happen when I do that, alright? And I make the speedrun faster by doing that. I only have to kill one of those minions, so he spawns a new one. Now I have to wait here, so he spawns more. That's the only time when I can damage him. I will need some rupees for later of the game, but I will get those much later as well. I need 300 rupees to enter City in the Sky. Overall, I will get 200 rupees in Snowpeak Ruins alone. Then Arbiter's Grounds has 60 to 80 rupees I can get. We are almost getting a Master's Board. Just need to do the puzzle. Doesn't matter do you do the left or right side, as long as you follow the same pattern. I'm used to doing left side, so it's fine. This is the fastest way to solve the puzzle. And now we're getting Master's Board. Normally you're supposed to get this like 4 hours into a run, but we just got it. Almost got it. We just got it in 23 minutes. You're supposed to get this after 3 dungeons, and we haven't even visited a single dungeon yet. Fun fact, you can get Master's Board as a human link. Not only as a full link, but some weird stuff can happen if I need to get the Master's Board as a human link. Cutscene plays differently. Now when we have Master's Board, I'm gonna go to Forest Temple and get Kelp Boomerang, then I will leave. I mentioned about long jump attack, and I will explain about the mechanic of the game. So camera is broken, and that's why I'm playing GameCube version of the game. Wii version has a long jump attack, but it doesn't work with a Kelp Boomerang. The thing with the Kelp Boomerang, when you throw it, you have the camera locked to it as long as you do something like moving, jump attack, slash a sword. Well, slashing a sword doesn't matter because that doesn't unlock the camera from the kelp boomerang. Basically, I mean that, alright, I'm gonna throw a boomerang above an object I'm not even standing on. That results long jump attack, and that's why I can abuse that a lot with a kelp boomerang. So if kelp boomerang wouldn't be in a forest temple, the speedrun wouldn't be the same at all. You can do the long jump attack out of the enemy, which I did for... Oops, that's not a form menu. You can do a long jump attack out of an enemy, like I did for a sword and shield skip. But right now I don't have to do it that much anymore. I think there's 1 or 2 spots where I will... Well, I actually can't think of any spot where I will do a long jump attack out of an enemy anymore, but I may do it again, but it doesn't matter. Long jump attack is now done with kelp boomerang. Kelp boomerang when I get it. And as you probably remember, when I did early Master Sword, I didn't kill the messengers because I had to have that messenger, that shadow beast, there, so I get to go out of bounds to get to early Master Sword. So they're not dead, I have to go kill them now to get to Forest Temple. This game is filled by a lot of fun frame tricks for some reason. The game runs in 30 frames per second, so you have 1 out of 30 seconds of the frame. Did I say it right? You have basically 1 frame, and it's like sometimes impossible to get that 1 frame. Not that it matters, but it saves some time in some places. So yeah, I'm a human Link, by the way, in a FINNRUNS Twilight, and the mist is here. And I can just use my lantern to skip the whole part. It's faster than going around as a full Link. Oof, almost felt that, and he woke up other guys. As a human Link, you can kill them with just quick spins. As long as you have 2 left, then you just kill them both at the same time. With a wolf Link, you need to use midnight charge to kill them all at the same time, or just 2 at the same time at the end. As long as you don't leave 1 left, like the midnight charge spot location showed you that 1 messenger left just wakes them up. You have to kill them all at the same time. I'm gonna get this nut out of this Deku Papa quickly. I will just... It will make this next part faster if I'm a little bit lucky as well. There's those spiders and I can't kill them. I can't kill those spiders with anything I have currently. I don't have slingshot to kill them. So the only way to damage them is using the nut I just bring with me. And I hope I get lucky. Okay, I got lucky. By lucky I mean there's a chance that that nut is not actually hitting the spider. The spider hitboxes are really weird. Also that's random. I have to hope and wait for a spider to turn around so it doesn't waste towards me. Otherwise I will take damage and fall off the vines. In HD version, climbing up vines is faster. That's what they changed for HD version at least. Now, because of doing that back in time, and there's that early boss flag value, say hello to monkeys. I'm actually... Hold up. I'm confused. I don't have the monkeys with me. I can back this up anyway, but I'm having some troubles now. I'm really confused why that didn't work. Oh yeah. That's unfortunate because now I have to do some other things, which is not something I'm supposed to do anymore. Everything I'm doing now, it's all old strats, and I'm not supposed to do these. I'm so confused why I haven't got that. Weird. Maybe they patched it. So pretty much I'm right now in a older route I'm doing. But not only that, there's some other things that just doesn't work anymore. Because of that boss flag, what I explained, I should have it, but I guess I don't have it anymore. I'm guessing I lost it somehow, and I don't know how I would have lost it, or I didn't get it at all. And I didn't make a backup save file, so I can't get the early boss flag anymore. You can use another save file to set up the boss flag between the values, but I don't have the file for that, so I have to do the all old ways, which is unfortunate. I was supposed to have all the monkeys with me, but I didn't have them, so I have to get this second monkey and do the old way of doing this strat to get to Ook. All I need is 2 monkeys. So I get to the left side of the dungeon. I'm still thinking how I lost that boss flag, because I didn't skip any cutscenes in Skull Kid. Maybe something else happened and it affected my value. I'm confused. Oh well, it happens. Because of Master Sword, I can just one-shot them with a slash, but it doesn't matter how you do you slash sword or quick spin. Hopefully I remember this old way. I haven't done it in a long time. This old way is that I clip through a bridge, then I will do a side hop at the right moment afterwards. So I will get to Ook. Normally you would have to get 4 monkeys, but I don't want to get them because it's slower. But I'm so confused about that trigger. Oh well. This means that I have to do some things a little bit differently. Monkeys are not coming to this area at all. There's 2 monkeys here, but I'm not getting them. I'll just skip and go all the way here. We're supposed to coming out of after Gale Boomerang. I hope I remember this, because I haven't done this for a while and I have to do this. That's another right timing. I basically clipped through the bridge there, and I can just walk forward a little bit and skip the whole part of getting 2 monkeys. Like that. Then I call Midna again. Then I see up right like this to make this consistent, and jump slash like that. Then I have to get to this another platform quickly. Just side hop left. Like that. And that's the old way how we were doing it like 4 or 5 years ago. Luckily I get it, so I'm saved a little bit, but because of that boss flag value, it's gone now, so I have to do some things differently in a Lake Bed Temple, which is unfortunate, but it's fine. We'll get this. I'll probably go check, do I have it still? So Ook has randomness. He gave me 3 jumps, which is good. 2 is the lowest amount. Master Sword is OP, so I can just jump slash quick spin and slash him, and he's dead. Well, he's not really dead, he's just defeated, alright. Normally in a speedrun, I would have Gale Boomerang within 30 minutes of the run, and now I will have it in 34 minutes of the run, so it's all good. It saves good chunk of time if I just had the value right, and I'm still wondering how I lost it. My guess is that I didn't get it. So it's fine then, I can back this up. It's all fine still. So here's pretty much the most broken item in a game. And all we have to do is leave. We don't have to do anything else. Now we are gonna escape forest, and that's what for I need the Kelp Boomerang. Normally you're supposed to beat the forest temple, but beating it is just like, it doesn't matter. I don't have to beat it. And it's just waste of time for me to beat it. There's a setup I will use for escaping Pharaoh Boots. What I will do is I go to this corner, then I will use Kelp Boomerang to get a right angle. Like that. And this should work. And that's the launch of attack I was talking about. There's a trigger that Midna tells you to go beat Forest Temple, but I jumped over it. Now we're gonna go to Elden Field, or Elden Twilight. There's a mailman trigger here, and I can skip that with the same way I just did for Pharaoh Boots. I have a setup for it too. If I don't get it, it's not a big deal. What I will do, I look at the marker on a ball, then I will roll a little bit and do a long jump attack like that, but I didn't get it. It's a really tight spot. I would have had to walk a little bit further to get the right timing, right spot I mean. Now I don't have to worry about him if I happen to fail this next trick. This next upcoming trick, it saves a minute if you get it. It's 1 frame and you have to do a jump attack after the animation ends. I don't know why this game has so many 1 frame tricks. For 30 FPS games it's not that bad at least, but having a 1 frame trick that saves a minute, it's rough for a speedrun. My personal best gets it. And what I do is smashing the A button and hope for the best. I don't time it. People time it most of the time. Nice bomb. It's coming after this cutscene is over. And if I do it correctly, I jump off to the pit. If not, then I didn't get it. I got it. That saves a minute. But it's still not over. There's a lot of other things I have to do. This whole beginning of the run is so many of hard tricks, and this is one of them. The trigger is still there. There's a map warp I have to get later, but I won't get it now. I need this rupee. This is useful. Just a moment. This is really hard. I think I have it. We'll see. I need that rupee for this jump. Like that. Then I roll over here, and it's still not over. It's still going, guys. This is scary. I know. Alright. After this jump, it's over. And it's over. Nice. So I successfully skipped Pharaoh Boots bridge. I don't have to get it anymore. But I still have to go hit that trigger for map warp. Map warp is recurrent. I needed to. I think I'm not actually sure do I need it to beat the game, but it helps a lot for the whole run. Oh yeah, I will need it actually. I'm dumb. There's a map for, and you can't do it without map glitch. There's a map for map glitch. You can't do it without map warp. All right, now I said it right. Map glitch requires you to have map warp. I will do L in Twilight later. I'll just need the warp and peace out and get the map warp. There's a, by the way, Kim Pulplin trigger here. That's why I'm avoiding it by going off the sides like this. If I hit it, it's not an end of the run. It just makes something slower than later on. It doesn't matter do I hit it or not. It's just gonna make it a little bit slower. I will have to do backup strat. The trigger for this map warp, it extends all the way over the bridge to the other side. Now the game forces me to go back to Farum Woods, which is why this is good that I got the one frame trick where I jumped to the pit and I warped behind past the trigger. It saves a minute, so I would have to not come back later after this forced warp to Farum Woods. So, shortly said, I would have to escape forest one more time if I didn't get the one frame trick. And that's the minute time save. Now, since I'm doing the Farum escape again, fought for the next upcoming trick, it's super hard. Back in the day, it didn't have a setup, but nowadays there's a setup and it's quite consistent. And I hope I will get it first try as a compensate of that boss flag value shenanigans I had. I'm in the right spot, and I have to escape one more time. I need to aim far left side, so I will get it, because the loading zone, not the loading zone, but Midnight Trigger extends a little bit off right, so I have to jump attack as far as left as I can. That's why the setup is lenient, how I did it. So I'm exactly in the right spot as long as I just target the right spot and jump attack over the trigger. So I'm going to do a Lanaru gate clip. It used to be a run ending, but nowadays it's not that bad because we use a wolf as a clipping through and not Epona anymore. Epona was the old way, where you had to set up Epona next to the bridge, next to the gate, and hope you clip through by rolling. But as a wolfling, I can just clip through like that. Yeah, I know the game is quite broken. That's one reason why it's broken and complicated. So the trigger for Lanaru, it extends all the way here. So yeah, it's a little bit weird, I know. The fire is actually there, it is there. And now comes up the hardest trick of the whole run, I would say still. I'm just scared of this trick every time I do speedruns. So I'm here as a human link and I'm able to enter Lanaru Lakebed Temple, if I have this correctly. There's a couple of visual cues I'm using on a game screen, and I hope the resolution is correct so I can get the right thing, right align and everything. I'm gonna check. Yeah, this will be good. This is not good actually. Gonna go back further a little bit. Let's try this. I hope the resolution is correct so I have the right spot. But this is the hardest part after this Shinkin. Okay, should be in the right spot. Got it. Well, that's not good. I didn't get it then afterwards. I'm supposed to clip out of bounds after that. I think I didn't swim a little bit. That's unfortunate. I'm supposed to go out of bounds, then I enter Lakebed Temple that way. So I don't need Sora armor at all. Now I will do the backup. I remember backup at least. I wasn't expecting to get this first try anyway. I have to make sure I don't move at all. So I have the right angle. Now this time this is actually better for me. So I see I will have a right angle. I'm using the items I, let's say I letter there as a visual cue. That's not a right spot. Okay, this should be correct. But I think the problem wasn't for me to have the right spot, but just the right timing of pulling out iron boots. Now I got it. It's close, but I got it now. And now I'm in a lake bed temple. I'm here for a glove shot and I have to beat the temple afterwards, but I can't do it now because it's impossible. Technically possible if I had Sora armor, but it would make the game really weird, I think. I'm actually not sure what would happen if I beat Naruto Lake Bed Temple now. It's not possible at the moment, so I don't have to think about it. I'm here to get Uku and Glove Shot, but as I mentioned about the boss flag, I think it's gone, but I will go check it. It's not a waste of time. A big waste of time. I know for sure I will have it gone then when I check it. And here's another long jump attack. Normally you're supposed to have bombs with you, but I don't have them. Nor bomb arrows even. So I'm doing the long jump attacks to skip that part. Here's a couple more long jump attacks. Double LJA we call it. Spot is there, then another spot is there. And there we go. Now I have to go upstairs and get Uku. I can't roll upstairs, I will bonk to it. After Uku, I'm gonna go check do I have the early boss flag. I assume I don't have it anymore. If I had it, I would start the fight with Deku Toad immediately, and I can just beat Deku Toad immediately and get the glove shot. It saves time in the long run, but if I don't have it, it's not an end. I can do the backups. Yeah, Link is doing the diving there and it just hits the ground casually. Here's a couple more long jump attacks. I'm supposed to look up and start the fight immediately, and I will be confused. I will start now. Yeah, it's gone. So I didn't get it. Alright, it's not a bad thing. I can back this up. I'm still wondering how I should do this. I will need those. Yeah, I will have to save warp. I will save warp in the beginning of the dungeon. So later on I will get water bombs. This is gonna be really weird. I have to just... It's fine. The run is alive still. It's just gonna be really weird for me to try to back this up. As long as I just get the real bomb back, I'm fine. I will have to keep this Ukko with me the whole time. If I lose it, then I'm gonna be in a big trouble. So we will go back to Lekmen Temple later. Now we have to trigger Fuel, I think it was his name. And go up hills, up the upper Soras River. There's a really neat trick I can do, and I will show it. I need to be a human link for it. I will make him to come towards me after he flies away a little bit. Then I will go underwater, equip iron boots, then equip them again to go even deeper of the water, like this. And if he hurt, the enemy died, that results the cutscene. That results the Vikings ending immediately. I'm a human link now, but I can change myself back to wolf link. It's a really weird thing. The camera messes up a lot here if I'm a human link. There's a way to get out of bounds. I will try it once. I got it. It's cool to get out of bounds. There's two ways to go out of bounds, but that's the only way I know. And probably the most consistent, because the other way you have to do it immediately when you start this flying section. Nothing happens when I'm here far out of bounds. It makes the whole flying section faster. If I was a human link, the camera would mess around a lot. It would like zoom out, zoom in a lot, and it just makes the whole section really weird, uncomfortable, because I wouldn't be able to tell when the camera is gonna screw over. It's random as well. I'm up here to get a map, to get the warp. Oops, there's a cutscene I have to skip. I will have to get this warp for later. When I beat Elden Twilight, that's when I can open Lanaru Twilight. I mean, the vessels. I was holding back there, so I didn't grab the ledge. It's faster. He always grabs the ledge there. But not that moment when I press down for a second. Now I have the warp, and now I will just go and beat Elden Twilight. Because of map warp, I can just open portals after opening the map. Beginning of the run has been like really frustrating to speedrun from time to time, because it has the most of the run ending glitches and tricks. After Lekmen Temple, it became more tame and there's a lot less run ending glitches and tricks. I'm going this way because it's faster actually to kill this bug in a graveyard. Then I will clip out of bounds, not out of bounds. I will clip through the bell to get those three bugs that is underneath Sanctuary. Sanctuary has nothing. It's just slower to go take that path. But I need to be a human link for this side hop, like that. It's very easy to do. I can manipulate these bugs to behave a little bit by targeting that, then that, and that, and I kill them all at the same time. Oh, you remember what I explained about the boss flag value? My guess is that I didn't get it because I didn't skip the cutscene actually. It's so complicated to explain how you get it, but you have to skip the cutscene after you restart the console. It behaves differently for each bosses. You can get the boss flag with every bosses in a game, but it's a little different for each of those. However, I don't have it, it doesn't matter, so I'm not gonna confuse you guys anymore because it's a complicated speedrun. Oh, there it is. I was wondering in my practice runs, what I have been doing for less than a week, that why he didn't come down towards me. But I guess I know the reason now. I didn't have sense mode on. There's a one trick that is quite nice in this section, in Elin vessels, or tiers. There's a burning house, if you remember. You can skip that actually. You can skip that whole burning house. You don't have to go inside at all. If I just get the right timing for killing the bug. You'll see soon. These bugs, they behave randomly, so I will just have to hope that they don't fly all the way up or it doesn't run away when I target them and kill them. There's a small speed trick here. I didn't get it. I'll try again. Like that. It's quite neat. I was too close to the edge, so that's why I grabbed the ledge instead of jumping on the platform. Now there's like probably my second or third one frame jump I got out of Midnight Jump. That's the one frame and saves a second, it doesn't matter, you get it, but this game is built by one frame tricks all the time. I don't know why. Especially when that one frame trick saves you a minute. It's unfortunate to have it in a game. Did I mention about the game that the Wind Waker, Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword all, as far as I know, they run in the same engine, which is why back in time is possible in all the games. However, the Wind Waker back in time is useless as far as I know. It's not useful in a speedrun whatsoever. Here's the trick I'm gonna do. The burning house. I will have to get off here by doing a jump attack. Long jump attack, like that. Then skip the trigger, or avoid it, let's say. Then I will have to walk towards here. I got it. Now the burning house, it just disappears and all the bugs are dead. But the funny thing is that the house is actually still there, but the layout, like, it's all down. It's actually not a house anymore, but it still is as a house. I can't enter like anywhere there. I have to go through that gruffling space to get those bugs. That saves like 30 seconds, I guess. It's really good to get it. Here I will just stay in this spot so he walks towards and off that corner. I can't damage him if he's in a corner. I will quickly get that rupee before it disappears. I will need it for later. When I get that tier, I have to make sure I get it like that before I go through that gruffling space, because I actually don't get the tier until I hear the tingle animation or jingle animation. There's a rock in the right side. Just I was almost getting on that. It doesn't matter, do you get it? It's just a small, nice jump to get on. 3 more tiers, then we are done. You can climb up off the edge fast, but I didn't get the right spot, so I didn't do fast climbing. Just a small optimization. Nice bonk. Oops. When I paused that early, that just means I didn't get the right timing for a cutscene skip. That was way too early as well. Come on. Hey. Sometimes they don't want to notice you if they're back towards you. 2 more bucks, then Elden Twilight is done, but that's probably enough of Twilight for you, but we still have to do 1 more. This section of the game is Elden Twilight and Lanaro Twilights. I was there before this team hit me. Now we're gonna go to back to Death Mountain to get the burning rock. You probably noticed something like a line there. That's because I'm a Wolf Link. And those characters, they don't even care to warp away. They don't even mind I'm a Wolf Link. I have a Master Sword, so the game doesn't let me to transform back to Human Link. At this point of the game, I'm not supposed to have Master Sword, so the game is just behaving like that. Gonna wait for these rocks, then I will transform to Human Link. Because for the next cutscene, I will hopefully I can get a 1 frame side hop. There's a 1 frame side hop I can do before Midna talks to me. And I didn't get it. So what for my Human Link is because of this. There's a Rutala cutscene. She talks to you about saving the people. Thank you for saving the people, I think. Thanking you for saving the people. But I don't want to just listen to her words, unfortunately. I'm speedrunning. I have to be fast. Now we are gonna do this Lanaro Twilight as well. Skip a cutscene and get the vessel. Normally at this point it's the best time you will have with the current route. Under 1 hour getting this vessel, that will be really good. But because of some shenanigans I had, it wasn't under 1 hour, but it's okay, it's okay. The run is still good without those some bad things I had. And I had to back them up. And I still have to back them up actually. This guy is not behaving right anymore to me. He's supposed to not move, and I don't know why he's moving. I'm guessing I'm targeting him too early. But yeah, it doesn't matter much. Just a small thing. Small things. Now this Twilight world is gonna take a while. I think it's 10 minutes long. I don't need sense. These guys are really far from each other. I have to make them really close to each other, so I get to do the midnight charge. These bugs are everywhere now, so I have to just collect them in Upper Soras River, Soras Domain, and outside of Soras Domain. Then one is in a Hyrule Castle, actually, outside in a market area. Then the last bug is the boss, the mini boss. Like that, I had to make sure I get the deer, otherwise I don't have it. Rutella cutscene, it's still there. The trigger is still there. I will skip that, but first I need to get this bug off the ball. And make sure he doesn't troll me, let's say. It's kinda high up there, I can get it with a master jump slash. So yeah, the trigger is still there, I have to skip it. It saves actually time. Now here's a specific side hop I can do, but I'm not gonna do the side hop. All I'm gonna do is equip Iron Boots before I drop off the water ball. The timing is really precise and you will save good amount of time for getting it. That's just the effect of Twilight World for Black Link, by the way. He's completely black. Because you're not supposed to be in a Twilight World as a human Link. Now these next two bugs, they have some RNG randomness, so I have to hope they're gonna behave nice to me. Okay, not too bad. They were nice to me. Sometimes they might just really troll you, go underwater, attack too soon before you get to grab on the lily pad. I had 28 rupees, which is good amount. I will still need some extra rupees, so I don't have to worry about rupee count anymore. 300 rupees is recovered to enter City in the Sky. Too bad. I'll need those rupees. I can guarantee myself I won't skip any rupees by doing the normal snowboarding. I'll explain that later. I think I will do blind snowboarding. But like I said, I will explain it later. It's fun part, I'll tell you. I should have enough rupees. I need 60 after this. 70. Yeah, I will have enough rupees in Arbiter's Grounds. And I have a backup rupee as well, so I will be fine. I'm gonna zoom out here because it reduces lag. There's a lot of background, like it's laggy the game, I would say, if you don't zoom out. This is not Golden Eye though. In a Gerudo Desert, it's actually really useful to have this zooming out because it lags the game a lot. The whole area is huge. Then you look at the background of the Gerudo Mesa where you're going into all the time, so that lags the game. Now this one is just really simple. Every of these Messengers are simple to beat. there's a strat here I used to make. First I will go right side and kill this this lonely one. Then I will manipulate him to come towards me, the war one. If Midna charges the first one, that's the last enemy she will kill. So basically there's two enemies. The last one I targeted was the one that came towards me. I killed that first, then I killed the other one that is next to the fence. So that's why I do it as optimally as possible. I don't have to worry about hitting the fence then, or gates, or walls, let's say. I'm here just for a one buck, that's why. I'm not here for any other reason. This bug is kinda weird. I can make him to jump off that box as soon as possible like this. And he did it. Then I can kill it like that. Otherwise he will just run around on this platform for a couple seconds. But by hitting the box on the right side, you make him to bounce off that area, the platform. You can't damage him before he's dropped off the edge. That's not a bad RNG. Good. It was in a good spot. Good luck. There's 3 bugs here I have to get. Then after this, I'm right next to 1 bug I can kill. Then after that is the last bug, the mini-boss fight. That's not good, I have to wait here. I need to have a target for that bug, otherwise I won't be able to kill it. As far as I know, you need to have a target on it. And with a target it just becomes so much easier to hit it. Like this. There was actually more bugs, I was wrong. Now after this bomb, I'm gonna drop off the waterfall and find myself next to the bug right here. Normally in a game, if you get that one bug that is not in the Lake Hylia, Midnight's telling you that to go check Lake Hylia because this bug all of a sudden appears, and she just tells you that oh, we collected all of them, but not this one. There's a strat I can make this fast. Let's see, can I get it? I will explain it when I get it. Basically, I'm gonna start by standing over here. Then I wait for him to attack me. Then I will backflip twice. Then attack him in a certain moment. So I skip him flying. I think he's not working. Yeah, it's not working. For some reason he didn't come towards me when it was... Well, how can I explain this? Basically it was a wrong angle for that enemy, for that mini-boss. Let's see, will this work? That will work. Like that. I was supposed to do that, but I didn't get it in a second cycle. Now I can end the fight like doing this. The game assumes you hit all the legs with Midna charge, so it just ends the fight even if you bonk. And that's the last tier and the last Twilight world. We don't do Baron Twilight at all. It doesn't have to be beaten. Now here is the one where I was thinking of. Should I? I'm thinking how I should do this. I think I will show the old way, beating Deku Toad. So I will go get... Well, actually, no. I'm gonna get the glove shot. Or hold up, let me think. It doesn't matter in which order I do this. Do I get the ball and chain or glove shot first? Glove shot just makes... Okay, I have to get glove shot. Now when I think about it. I'm not gonna go to the old way of Snow Peak Ruins. It's not gonna happen. Good thing I remembered that. There's basically a reason glove shot is much faster in Snow Peak Ruins, and that's because you can go to left side of the dungeon faster, and if you didn't do that, you would have to go right side of the dungeon and use a bomb boost to get on the platform. That is the old way to do Snow Peak Ruins without a glove shot. And I don't want to do that actually. I can't remember the bomb boost anymore. But in the end, it doesn't matter in which order I do it. It's preference, but it's better to do glove shot first. There's actually a reason I need this. Need to make this golden wolf to appear. In order to beat the game, you need to have ending blow. I don't have it now, and this golden wolf will give it to me later. You actually don't need ending blow to beat Morphil or Arkorok, for example, but you need ending blow to beat Ganondorf. You can't beat it. You can beat him otherwise. So there's two things in a game you actually need in order to beat the game: Master's Sword and ending blow. I'm here because of the bomb back, by the way. I will have to empty this bomb back, but the thing is, Isa won't let you to leave with a bomb back because she wants you to go through the whole waterfall, so the river. Since I don't have anything to break the wall, well, technically I can break the wall. I can break the wall with well-placed bomb and kill boomerang throw, but I have Uku with me, so I can just leave this place and actually steal the bomb back, but we call it a length bomb back. Now I have to empty this bomb back for water bombs. This bomb back won't stay with me when I beat Lake Bed Temple, and it won't stay with me when I save warp. That's what for I need a real bomb back to beat the game. There's a one particular boss I cannot beat without water bombs then. Oh yeah, what for I need water bombs? I'll explain them later, really soon. But first I need to go get glove shot. This is gonna be a drought, but I have to do this. At this point of the run, in my personal best route, or personal best run, and every world record run, let's say, you would have glove shot already. I'm not standing on top of this rock. I don't want to go too far because I will just slide off. Since the bridge is in a different position. What I can do though is long jump attack like that. That's what I mean by long jump attack. That platform on over there, that's actually the spot where I want to aim at that. So I get the long jump attack, and that's what for Kelp Boomerang is useful, and camera being broken as well. And I will do the same thing here as well. You probably saw me doing earlier. I target in 2 different spots to make sure I get the right angle and timing. Now I have to do the old way of doing this. I hope I remember the spot. I have to get on the ledge here, and I haven't done this for a while. Okay, there we go. This is how we used to get glove shot, but because of that value changing I tried to do, we can just enter the mini boss room and start the fight by using C up. But I didn't have it, so I have to do this. It's all fine, just slower now. There's a way to one cycle this boss. I hope I will be able to get it. I have to do 10 really precise timing for jump slashes, masters for slashes. That's not a right timing. Well, at least it's guaranteed to cycle. I was doing this wrong, but it doesn't matter. I have water bombs and I will lose these water bombs later. Well, I'm doing some old shenanigans. 2 bomb skills, Deku Toad. But I didn't damage him enough, so he didn't die with 2 hits. Okay, now this is important for me. I don't want to save form. I still have length bomb back, and I need those water bombs to get a real bomb back. Otherwise, I'm gonna be in a big trouble if I don't have water bombs to get here in this dungeon. And I don't have a wishing rod, so I can't wish those water bombs either. And I haven't beat Coral Mines, so I cannot even buy water bombs. I'm not sure can we buy them in a Hyrule Castle, but there's a lot of chests inside the Lakebed Temple that I can use for water bombs. One is next to Deku Toad and one is next to entrance. Now everything should be fine. Everything is all right. So the real bomb back, where do I get it? There's a Goron underneath this rock in a Sora's domain. He's somehow underwater, even though the Gorons are not supposed to swim. He gives you a bomb back, and that bomb back is real. I can keep it with me. And there's a really neat glitch you can see soon. It's just a one way to do air replenish glitch, but it's called Rocket Link. You'll see soon. I need water bomb for it. And what I will do is unequip iron boots on purpose, force unequip. It's called force unequip. So it works like this. Boom. That's called Rocket Link. And now I have real bomb back. Now I will be alright. I just have to empty the bomb back for later. Now, here comes the map glitch I explained in the beginning of the run. I have to do this. Can I? Wait. What I will do is actually press D-pad right, set button, plug back my controller, open portals, and if I did it correctly, I will talk to Midna, and that disables loading zones. Now all the loading zones except Icicle, they're disabled. And there's actually an owl stone. So what for this is useful? No loading zones. Well, I don't need Requish right now. I can just skip it, and it skips the whole bunch of the run. Saves a good amount of time. Normally in a game, you would get lost if you don't have Requish sent. I'm in the wrong spot actually. However, my game will crash if I dig underground to get to the cave. So I have to enable loading zones. Well, how I will do that? Luckily enough, it's fortunate that developers actually put an owl stone here, so I can just use that to enable back loading zones. The run is just over if I dig under that cave. As the loading zones are gone, so if you go out of bounds and drop to the pit, you just fall forever. We don't have to get the golden wolf, we just had to enable loading zones. And now it's working fine. Now we're gonna go and do snowboarding. I will do blind snowboarding, just for you guys. It's gonna be fun. I will tell you why it's called blind snowboarding afterwards, when I get it. This is what for Kel's Gloveshot is good, but also it's really good in a snow peak ruin, so like I explained, I can't do the right side. And I can't remember how to do right side. Oh, I was unlucky. It's all fine. I'll kill them then. What are they doing? I always have Kel Boomerang and Gloveshot in white and X. I always have this certain layout for items. I should get it. We'll see. If I have the right spot, I will spawn here, yes. So, what is blind snowboarding? I skipped, by the way, warp. I didn't kill those messengers. Well, by doing that, if you skip them, the mist, the fog is still really thick, meaning that I can't see in front of myself really well. Plus, there's no enemies and rupees, so I will skip all those. They're not enabled. And here's why it's called blind snowboarding. You don't see in front of yourself that well. You see a little bit, but it's not enough. And there's a one particular jump that is really scary. It's not this one. Well, I can see a lot of quite well in front of myself, right? I can't see too well. That's why I have memorized the whole snowboarding. But more importantly, this, well, not that jump. There's a one particular jump that is really scary. I have to drop off like that. There's a one particular jump that is so scary to do with a blind snowboarding. And if I happen to drop off to the pit, I will have to start over and I have to do blind snowboarding. I have to do it. I can't avoid this. I don't know what will game over to, but it doesn't matter if I just get it this now. This jump is scary. It's over, it's over. Now it's all good. That part is scary to do in a blind snowboarding. I use a visual cue in a background of the mountain. When I see that right spot, I know I'm in a right spot to jump on. You can skip this midnight trigger, but it's quite precise to do the jump attacks. Now, since I have a glove shot, we're gonna go left side of the dungeon. And we're gonna do some LJAs again. Like this. Hello, there you are. Sometimes it's hard to find that spot. Here is a double LJA I will do. Double launch up attack. I practiced this recently. Got it. It has to go out of bounds, otherwise I don't get a LJA. I kill this enemy to get do a LJA back. It doesn't matter do you do this, but I like to keep my health at 3 hearts. So I want to do it backwards. And I think it's faster if you're fast at doing the setup. And here I'm gonna do some shenanigans like that. Yeah, you can clip through like that. I don't know why. That's like really rare spot to clip through. And speaking of clips, there is a freestart skip in this room. It's quite hard. I have to manipulate him to go this direction. Then I go the other side and clip through like that. Then I open the door, the right side of the door like that. I can open the left side too, but the spot for that is kinda weird. Sometimes if you go against the door, you may not be able to open it, so right side of the door is just much better and consistent. Here's a Dark Hammer mini-boss. I will manipulate him like that to drop the ball now. Then I quick spin. Alright, so here's the thing. I targeted his head. That means the tail didn't take any damage. The tail never exists if you target his head. And unfortunately that happened there. Then when he grabbed his ball and chain, then I couldn't get the last attack on him. All you have to do is to 5 hits of quick spin to kill him, or 5 jump attacks, but quick spins are better because they double hit. And here's a ball and chain. I will need this. I need that rupee. Now I'm gonna save for back to beginning of the dungeon and get another 100 rupee of this enemy from the armor. But I have to equip items again. That's just a side effect of lenting a bomb back. So I lost the lent bomb back, but I have a real bomb back now, so I can get the water bombs on that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save for, because it's much more comfortable for me that I'm in the beginning of the dungeon. And this is where I'm supposed to go to after Ukku. But I had to get class shot in the middle of the whole section. Now I have to empty this bomb back for water bombs for later. Well, more later, I mean now. I need to beat Morphil. Oh, that's not good. I'm getting wrecked. Don't drop down, man. I just want to be optimal, and this happens. This is the best way to empty bombs. I don't want that animation when he drops down the bomb. Empty the bomb back for water bombs. What I'm gonna do now is save just in case. This save is just in case because Morphil is quite a hard boss, right? I don't have big key, and I'm gonna skip the boss door. This is the only dungeon in the game that you can do a boss key skip. Every other dungeon don't have a boss key skip. I will set up myself for a boss key skip by getting on this. Now this is precise. Got it. That's the boss key skip. And now, alright, usually if you have a really good run going on, you might be nervous to enter Morphil boss fight. Morphil has random patterns how he wants to move after you have damaged his first phase. And well, I'm gonna die. No, I'm not gonna actually die. After the cutscene is over, I refill my health. I have to get a quick spin here. Got it. And now I set up myself like this. Alright, so you know this, I don't have iron boots on. That's because I forced unequip iron boots. And with this glitch, I can do a glitch called air replenish glitch that will refill my health air meter completely from the 0, for example, back to normal. If this glitch wouldn't exist, you wouldn't be able to beat the game without 0 armor. I have to not move at all because there is a couple of things I have to do in order to keep the water bomb and get the air replenish glitch. Optimally, you can do this whole fight with only one water bomb, but I'm not gonna go for it because it's super risky. There you noticed I unequip iron boots. I can force unequip iron boots to get off myself from Morphil. I had to do it again because this next part I can damage him immediately afterwards. I didn't get it. Now this is scary. I hope I get to the bottom of the floor as soon before the air meter goes off. I think I won't get it. Yeah, I won't get it. That's unfortunate. That's just a bad luck of Morphil. I couldn't do anything about it. That's why I did safety save. So I won't have these water bombs ready. I can just start the fight again. That's why Morphil is a gatekeeper of getting a good runs going on, because that can happen and you just can't do anything about it. It's unfortunate it had to happen. Oh yeah, I need this actually. If I got the recraft with glove shot there, the fight will be over now. No. I always have these right layouts for equips. I like to have iron boots in X mostly when I have glove shot in Y. Every slash makes me to go a bit further. At least I'm getting successfully boss key skip, but Morphil has to go down now. It's unfortunate that I didn't get it now. This is by all means not easy at all. There's a requirement for getting a replenish glitch too. When you have water pump in your hands while you're swimming, either you're swimming with it or you don't swim at all. Because you drop off the water pump otherwise. There are requirements for that. Like that. I don't have to do that, but it's faster to do it for the next phase. This time, what I can do if I'm unlucky a little bit, I can just make it safe and make sure I get the final hit by not trying to do the re-grab with a claw shot. Now Morphil is so low, so I will be fine. I'm so low, so I have enough time to get this next glitch. He's really far, but I will be able to get this. Too far, it's fine. Better to be safe than sorry and start over the whole fight again. I can just wait here and see where Morphil goes. Then I will do the glitch. It's going all the way up, that's not good. Okay, this can be risky, I hope it doesn't go up. I didn't get the re-grab, that's just not good. I have enough time. I'll hit the bottom of the ocean. Or floor. No worries. It's all good. All I have to do is just to get a grab on it. Like that. And now the bike is dead. So yeah, that's like... That demonstrates how badly the bike can go. And you can't do anything about it. Sometimes Morphil doesn't want to cooperate. And that's the worst boss fight. I was always wondering where this water is going after you beat the boss. I guess it goes to the Lake Hylia. Who knows? It's a video game. Now that's technically the last fused shadow I'm getting. I skipped Forest Temple and Goron Mine, so I don't have those. But I don't need them. This fused shadow and beating Lakebed Temple actually triggers Midnight's Desperate Hour. So Midnight Seek and Sand made me to turn to human wolf link. But I have masters for it, so it doesn't affect me at all. I will get this safety heart. So right now the run is 1 hour 43 minutes in. My personal best is done with this part in 1 hour, under 1 hour 30 minutes. So that's how badly it can go sometimes. This game is punishing, really punishing. Oh, I don't need to save. It's all good, it's all good. So I have to transform myself to human link, from human link to wolf. just to make this part faster, and I'm supposed to be a Wolf Link. Get ending blow from the wolf that is next to the entrance of Hyrule Market. Then I will go to Gerudo Desert and eventually to Arbiter's Grounds. There's not so much I can explain during this part. Other than Midna's Desperate Hour, she doesn't allow you to warp anywhere as far as I know. She doesn't let you... She's not gonna let you warp anywhere. I don't think map warping works either. Well, I can just quickly check it. Yeah, she doesn't let you to warp anywhere. Also, Midnight Charge doesn't work. Can't do that either. But I don't need those during this section. Had to visit Thelma quickly, first time as a Wolf Link. I will probably explain like my history with the game. I used to hold world records in this game, any percent, all dungeons, and another category that is called any percent no save and quit. It's a lot different than any percent because no save and quitting. But since 2014 I haven't held world record in this game. But I've been managed to keep up myself in a good shape and still get a good personal bests in this game. I eventually want to get under 3 hours in any percent. That's like a huge achievement, I would say. Knowing that the game is so hard to speedrun and it's not that it's punishing you from anything that you do wrong. The current world record is 2 hours 56 minutes 35 seconds. Yeah, it's that good currently. Nobody is currently going for the world record. The community for this game is... It is there, but it's not too that active nowadays, I would say. People still run it, just not going for world records. I like this guy, by the way. He gives you berry tiers with 20 bows first, then after 60 bows, he just gives you 200 rupees and leave. Like, thank you for saving me. Here's 200 rupees, he says. I can turn to Human Link anytime I want, and that's what I'm gonna do here. You can't grab these ledges as a Human Link. This next ledge I'm gonna climb on, I can't do it as a Human Link. The game assumes I'm not supposed to be here as a Human Link, so it doesn't let me to climb them up. Now this section, it has a couple of speed tricks, but I'm not gonna do them. They're really risky, just saves a couple seconds if anything, and in a long run like this it doesn't matter, honestly. But there's a couple of nice stuff I can do, like this jump. It's not too precise, it's fun to do. These ropes can be hard to get on, by the way. I've managed to jump over them many times. Oh, that's not good. It's fine. It's fine. You can jump all the way from here to target that Bulblin and jump attack to him, but it's risky because you jump all the way down if you bonk. here's the same thing. You just wall off by one floor though, but those are really risky to go for. There's a certain cycle I can make here if I'm just fast and don't mess up anywhere. I have to get these dashes, then I will just be fine. I didn't get that dash, but it's not necessary, but it will be tight cycle. Got it. That saves quite a much of time. Like 5 seconds only, but yeah. The world record calls for everything. So that's how it's not super optimized, but for a long run like this, it's hard to be optimized and play well for 3 hours in straight. Now we're gonna get ending blow. Golden Wolf's affects that I can just get any Golden Wolf and get an ending blow out of that. The game gives you all the hidden skills in an order. You can't get them out of the order. And you can see now what happens actually when what is supposed to happen when camera is behind Link for that Golden Wolf. Yeah, it just changes to Stalfos. And now he's gonna teach me hidden skills. The worst one and the only useful one I need is ending blow. Now, funnily enough, the game assumes I got ending blow in Faran Woods next to Forest Temple, but I didn't. So, what's gonna happen? It's actually gonna fork me back to Faran Woods, and it looks like Faran Twilight is already done, but it's actually not. It's just a side effect. Like it looks like I have beaten it, but Faran Twilight is still here. And now we're off to Arbiter's Grounds. We have to talk to this one NPC. I can't remember his name, but he's gonna give me Nemo, I think, or later. So Friul, the guy in the middle of the Lake Hylia, he gives me an access to Arbiter's Grounds. Get rid of Desert first, of course. Climbing ladders was made faster in the HD version. Just a small fact. So yeah, it's kinda slow to climb up this, but there's no other way. You can't glove shot this. Not like in older games you can hook shot ladders. His name is Auro. Now I learned something. I will need Ball and Chain for later. Just a moment. I will be behind this pole, so he doesn't see me. I'm transforming. If I don't target him, he's not gonna show Auro's Nemo for him. Now another area where I can zoom out to reduce lag a little bit. I can look at the map and see where the pits are, so I can avoid them. There's two lines that are right next to each other, right here. Those are pits I can't cross. The other one is here, but I can avoid it, and I can see it as well. Then here I have to zoom in soon when I reach that another line in a map, bottom left corner, so I don't actually jump in a wrong spot. There's a one spot, couple of the spots that are just too far from each other, so I can't jump over them. Now it's a day, so these bullplins can just see me far away. If it was night, they wouldn't see me that well. Normally you would have to get one of those enemies down and get the peak, I guess, to break this wall. But I can just only break this big tower ball and go through this gate part like that. You can do it as a human link as well, but it's super hard. And it's much better to do as a full blink. Now I have to do this map glitch again. I have to unequip my controller for that, because so it's 100% consistent. And all I do is press down these two buttons, like I said. D-pad right and map and set button. Now I have map glitch again. So I'm gonna go out of bounds and trigger Kin Pulpling fight. You'll see soon. And I hope that Pulpling is not gonna snipe me. I have to be close to the edge like that and do launch up attack like that. I'm out of bounds, but more importantly, I can actually get the Pulpling trigger with a map glitch. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I just ended the run. Not really. I trolled you. For some reason, it warps you back it warps you back up there, so you can just do that. I don't know why, but it's fast. It's the fastest way to get to Kin Pulpling. Normally you're supposed to get the small key and open the gate. But that's when I did a map glitch, I could just do that. The other way you will have is that you can still skip a small key, but it's really precise and there's luck involved in that, so you don't get sniped by Pulplings. Now we're off to Arbiter's Grounds. I'm gonna do the old way of starting this Arbiter's Grounds so I don't mess up anything in the beginning. Okay. You can do this part faster with a human link, but I'm not comfortable doing the strat, so I'm doing this way. And I almost failed there and lost a little bit of time. It's fine, it's all good. Fun fact, you can actually get that chain without glove shot, without falling off the sinking into the sand. I actually need that. Oops, I forgot. It's fine. Upcoming trick is called bow skip. It's super hard as well. Basically, it's hard because there's no consistent setup for it. But, well, there is consistent setup, but it's slow to do, actually. It's not that fast, and you're just better off without doing the setup. So it's a bow skip. I skipped one bow. That's it. It saves 40 seconds if I get it first try. And I will obviously get it first try. Because everything is first try. If there was any way to skip this gate, we wouldn't have to get these bows at all. But it's not possible currently. Maybe in the future. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go left instead. I'm not gonna kill that bow because I don't have to. I have to get these enemies off here so they're not gonna interrupt my setup and stuff. I will kill them too, so they're not a big pain. So I will have to set up myself on this pole or pillar. Not first try, but almost first try. That's what I have to do. I have to grab the ledge there. But the thing is, it's inconsistent. Even if I do the same setup and the same things and standing in the same spot, it's just not working sometimes. It's really weird. And sometimes I can't get the sliding off. At this point it may have been faster, I don't do the skip at all. That's a bit too much left, I think, yeah. I mean right. I'm not getting this jump at all. Interesting. You know what is unfortunate at this point if you're in a good base? You have to do this skip, then all of a sudden you don't get it at all. And the run may be over at this point. And I still didn't get it, I'm surprised. Maybe in the future someone can find the best visual cues so you can get it every time. But at this moment, it's just like relying a little bit of right spot, then getting a right angle with a boomerang. I'm looking at the boomerang's targets, that middle spot where I target, but I can't get it. I'm surprised. At this point, it would have been better I don't do the skip at all. But in my speedruns when I'm home, I will always go for this because it's faster. But right now I'm just unlucky for getting this. I'm gonna do this. Still not getting it. Why am I not getting this? Don't worry, it will be first try still. Come on. Yeah, would have been much better if I don't do this at all, but it will be first try still. No worries. There you go, first try. Got it. What are these equips? Bow skip was found without setup back in like 2015, I think. Then it was found out it's so damn hard. And funnily enough, you can only do it with a backflip. It just says good amount of time, so it's like not a good idea to not skip it, to not do the skip. But it's just unfortunate you have this somewhat inconsistent visual cues and a little bit of luck from backflip. Then right angle as well to get the right jump, and actually get the to get the ledge grab. Did I do it right? Okay, you can manipulate them to make spinning immediately. Then if I'm lucky, that I got... Well, I'm not lucky. There's actually setups for each bow. I can do the side hop, not do anything, attack again or do side hop, and something like that. So I will manipulate this bow to move immediately so I wouldn't have to wait for it to start spinning. Oh yeah, I also need the bow scent. I can't get that one bow without it. Then I'm gonna jump off here and move this block 4 times. It has to be 4 times. Otherwise the block is gonna be back in the same spot where it was before. That's one backup rupee I can take. I need still 50 rupees, so there's two retails I will kill for 40 rupees. Then 120 rupees before City in the Sky, after I warp the cannon. Sometimes that bubble enemy, I think it's called, can just attack you. So it will be faster a little bit. You can kill these retails with 2 hits of ball and chain. You're not supposed to have ball and chain at this point of the game, by the way. Because no big ruins is after you beat Arbiter's Grounds. So it's really overpowered item at this point of the game. I'm gonna target this bow to make him attack me soon. Then I will kill these bubbles so they're not gonna be pain to me. One attack, then one midnight charge attack will knock him off. Every bow will be knocked off with that. You know, there's one more bow I have to get. Only the first bow doesn't matter. All those other 3 bows matters for triggering the gate and opening it. There's a rat somehow in this room. It's actually not somehow, it's above the room. Then it drops off the room to lower part of the room because I opened the middle part already, so that's why the rat is there, I think. I have to kill it, otherwise I can't move it backwards and get off that room. And I can just safely ignore that bow. I was moving this cube 4 times. Now it's in the same. Now it's in that spot, so I can just go up here. And this is where I need a key. The key is also. I need to have this key so I can open this door. Even though it's locked from the other side, you still have to unlock it from the other side as well to go through. Now I have to jump attack to this 3 dead. 1 hit, then quick midnight charge like that, and he's dead. Not too bad. I was hoping those skeletons wouldn't attack me. Well, they're still trying to do it. They're stabbing me. I might be able to get some rupees before I have to get the backup rupee in a Lake Hylia. I think there's a 5 rupee in this one skeleton head. Let's see. It won't be a dream, you can just skip this whole section and just go get spinner and beat the boss. I'm not gonna do this normally, I'm gonna go left side because it's faster. There's the rupee, I want that. You can just clip through like that and get to other side. I'm supposed to be here after a spinner, not before spinner. There's a one chest here that I can open for getting the rupees, but in this game, I think it was fixed in a HD version and you can just get the rupee out of chest even though if you have a full wallet, I guess. In this game, if you don't have enough space for the rupee you get from a chest, Link just puts it back to the chest. Well, I'm just one rupee short, I should be fine. Now I need a bomb. Drop it here. Bomb will kill these enemies first try. Just one at first try. Well, you know what I mean. I need to kill those skeletons to get to... Well, there's Stalfos, I think, in this game. Next up is Dead Sport. Okay, there's a Dead Sport skip that I made it possible that you can do it, but it's really hard. There's no setup for it. But I will try some. I will try it one time. I will just do the bike normally if I don't get it. It's just really cool if you get it. There's a sort of setup I can do, but it's inconsistent. I can't promise you it will work. Sometimes he can do that, and that's actually not good. He gets stuck in that spot for some reason. I want him to come towards me. And he's not cooperating at all. I will try this. If I get it, it's really cool. Got it. That's not easy, I'll tell you, and I just got it. That's amazing. Let me tell you, it's position and frame perfect, alright? It's not that simple. But I just got it in a marathon. I just got it in an event, so I'm really happy. I actually got it. It's just really amazing. It's unfortunate he wasn't cooperating, so in the end I actually didn't save time over one cycling Dead Sword, but it's still really cool to get it. It's faster to save warp out of that room after getting spinner, and it's just better because I didn't kill the boss anyway. Fun fact, that boss can actually disappear out of that room. And I have no idea why, but it can do it, and it's not a good thing if he does it. He can just disappear out of the room, and there's no way he comes back. I still need one rupee. Well, I will get it somewhere. Oh yeah. There's a fun fact, by the way. I'm using A button now to spin, but in an HD version you have to use a spinner button to spin, not A button. I don't know why they made that change. It can be confusing if you run the both games, then you switch between these two games, then you're like all of a sudden, why it's not spinning anymore? Oh yeah, they changed that. next boss fight, Star-Lord, he has some RNG element as well, randomness. But it's not that bad compared to Morphil. Morphil is the run killer instead of Star-Lord. Star-Lord is just time losing randomness. And you can still stay alive, of course. So, do you remember I skipped boss key in a Lake Pet Temple? I'm actually serious about it. There's no way you can skip boss key in other dungeons because the only way to enter the boss room is opening the boss room. The loading zone doesn't exist behind the boss door for some reason. That's why Lake Pet Temple only has the boss key skip because you don't open the boss. You don't open the loading zone after you open the boss door. That's unlucky. Can I get it? Got it. That's unlucky. I got hit by that re-dead there, or dead shoulder. Didn't happen this time. Okay, there's something interesting happened there. Well, now you saw it. Those enemies didn't spawn there. It's weird. I can't explain it. I guess that's unfortunate. Please don't take damage. Now that's some bad luck. That's not how I would like to see in speedruns. But it's just, it happens. That's the RNG in this game. There's some random stuff, and these two bosses, Morphil and Star-Lord, can be big pain. And especially if you're 2 hours into a run and you get bad luck like that in a boss fight. But the boss fight is still not over. There's a second base. There's a really fast way to knock him off so he doesn't fly anymore. I will try to do the fastest strat, and if I don't get it, I will try the second fastest. And if I don't get that, I will just do the fight how you're supposed to do it normally. To make it more clear, these setups I'm doing, I have like a couple frames window just to do anything wrong. So I have to do a certain amount of rolls and walk a little bit. And if I get it right, I will knock him off immediately. Got it. That's the fastest way to do it. And that's the one cycle. Really good second phase. Not bad. If I didn't get that hit with a spinner, he would have gone away much faster than I was gonna hit him with a spinner. There's a really weird mechanic that, well, not really mechanic, it's just how the boss works. Can't really explain it that well, but that's how he behaves. And when I do those 5 rolls and walk a little bit, then I pull out a spinner. That's like he's starting to slowly getting away from you, but I'm fast enough to hit him with a spinner, so I can knock him off. And that's Arbiter's Crowns. The world record does Arbiter's Crowns under 2 hours. That's how good the run is. I'm not gonna open Mirror Chamber because I don't have to. Now what I have to do is go sit in the sky. I don't have to beat Snow Peak Ruins because I don't have to. I was going there for 1 item just to get a ball and chain. There's a reason I will have to get it. I will show and explain it later. So I don't have to go and beat Temple of Time. It's not necessary at all. I don't need the Dominion Rod for anything, but I can only warp out of here by zooming in after opening the map. I open map, zoom in, then I open portals. Midna actually doesn't let you to warp anywhere before you open a mirror chamber. The mirror, you have to open that. Well, what I just did there was it's not really a glitch, it's just like, I guess the developers overlooked it and didn't think about zooming in, then opening portals that way. So right now I'm in a state that when I open map menu or open warp menu, I can't warp anywhere actually. I think it's with the map now, but I'm not sure about the mid now. I would say that she doesn't let me to warp anywhere right now. Well, why am I here? Well, because I want to glitch through this statue that I'm supposed to use. I'm supposed to use Dominion Rod, but I just can clip through like that and get the cannon early. Then I will do the same thing, warp out of here by zooming in after opening the map, then zooming out. It zooms automatically out because you open portals. City in the Sky is the only dungeon, the mirror that has a mirror that actually, well, it's not the only dungeon that has a mirror, but anyway. Oh, I still need that rupee, by the way. I forgot. Well, I guess I have to take this backup rupee that is 20 rupees up here. Yeah, it's just... Oh well, it happens. City in the Sky is the only dungeon. It has a mirror chart, yeah, but it's the only dungeon that matters for triggering Palace of Twilight. You don't have to get the other mirror charts at all. But you get one mirror shard after beating Arbiter's Grounds automatically. The others are Snow Peak Ruins and Temple of Time. But like I said, I don't need those. It's only City in the Sky for some reason that triggers Palace of Twilight. Then the game assumes I have every mirror charge. Then beating Palace of Twilight triggers the final dungeon, Hyrule Castle. Because Sant stole Midna's helmet, the Fish Shadows. So we have to get them back from him. This dungeon got some changes back in 2015 or 2016, I think it was found. You can get boss key really early in a dungeon. You don't have to go through deep inside a dungeon after the double glove shot to get boss key. You can just get it immediately if you want to, but I will get it after I get the double glove shot. It doesn't matter when you get it, as long as you just do the right thing with this glitch I'm doing soon in the next room. However, before I go anywhere in a dungeon, I will check my water bombs count. I need at least 3 water bombs. Well, technically more than that I would prefer. I will just make sure I don't screw over, and I can still do some vast strats later on, but I need 1 water bomb for it, that one strat. Okay, I have 3, I will just go... Well, not really, I want to be safe and more than sorry that I can't beat the game then. There's a Sant fight, water phase. I can't beat it without water bombs, and will do the same glitch I was doing in a Morphil. And because of having water bombs already, these will be water bombs for me. Now I have 15, so it's like more than enough right now. I only need, optimally, I would only need 2 water bombs to beat Sant. But I want to be safe, so I don't screw over and die. It's really strict timing to use 2 bombs in Sant fight. We don't need moves, we can just use LJA to do some nice jumps like that. And now here's the trick what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna walk towards here, transform to Wolf Link, open the door, and that makes the fan in top of the room to stop working. I don't know why, it just stops working and I can't get boss key early. It's weird why it does that. I guess it's because you unload the door, you unload the room a little bit because you open the door as far as possible you can, and that's the consistent way to do it when I was transforming to Wolf Link. So I will make sure I will get it. I would say everybody goes for it. Everybody goes for that. You can do it as a human Link, but it's really hard. It's precise, and you don't want to waste 2 minutes to go in deep inside a dungeon after getting double glove shots. Fun fact, this is the only small key in the whole dungeon. And it has a save point, which I can keep if I skip this Arkarok trigger. Arkarok is a boss fight of this dungeon. He's supposed to break the bridge in the next room when I'm going back. But I can skip that. If I don't skip it, then it removes the save point back to beginning of the dungeon. It wouldn't matter if it happens, but I would have to do the glitch again to stop the fan in the middle of the room. And that's how I skip that trigger. The cutscene doesn't play, I'm just moving on. This dungeon used to be like 25 minutes long, I think, before boss key early was found. Now it's about 20 minutes, less than that, let's say. But yeah, it's shorter at this dungeon a lot. One time what happened here, I bumped the wall here, then I just dropped off because of the wind. It can happen. We're gonna skip that left side by going here, targeting that wall, LJA over here. Then I will do 2 more LJAs, launch up attacks. It works because the boomerang goes over the out of bounds. That voids me out. Here's a really fast way to kill these Lizal boss or Tinal boss. Just quick spin them like that. In a mini boss room, there is a way I can skip the fight, but the setup is really precise and it's, I guess, close to pixel perfect to get it. If I get it, I save like a minute just for skipping the fight. There's a neat trick here where I can skip this opening the van, or propel fan, I would say, by going up here, like that. Got it. For some reason that tower takes a while to load. Then I will take him once again, drop off like this, and we're fine. Let's see, will I get this one frame, 1 pixel? I think it's 2 pixels, but it may not be 2 pixels. And I really mean it, it's super precise, it's really precise, but we can get it in the speedruns with this setup. What I have to do is roll, turn around, then use iron boots, and roll back. It's not there. I couldn't get it, so I have to do the fight normally. So yeah, I have to do the fight normally. I didn't hit the pixel at all. You can do this fight faster with ball and chain, but I haven't done that strat at all. I've never got it. So I'm just doing what I know. So yeah, you can see how much time it will save. A minute. Animation, no death animation. You can just stay far away after the fight is over. I'm pretty sure I was in the right spot, it's just I didn't find the pixel. After the double glove shots we save warp and we should be back next to small key chest. And this should be the last save warp in a whole run. Now we're gonna go get the boss key. It doesn't matter when you get it, it's just personal preference. I prefer to get it afterwards, so I wouldn't have that long split in my personal best runs. It takes under 10 minutes for me to beat the whole dungeon after a double glove shot. Get the boss key and just go to the boss room. The fight itself is long. Now you can see it's not working, it's unloaded. Yeah. I can just skip the whole last section of the dungeon and go get the boss key immediately. This saves about 2 minutes, I think. Here's a good spot, I can stand here, then I will glove shot all the way up there. Like that. Then I will do LJA over here. Nice bonk. Yeah, I know that bot just appeared there. I don't know why. It's weird. Now we're just off to beat Arkarok. I didn't put on these fans, so I will have to do this kind of trick where I almost grab the ledge while glove shotting. Then I do LJA here at the end and kill the bird. All planned. This room can be scary if you don't get everything fast. I will be on the right cycle if I just get everything, every glove shot hit as soon as possible. Why did you turn around like that? This is gonna be hard. Got it. That was really tight. Dropping off will be really unfortunate. Arkorok itself, it's a simple bike. There's a lot of different strats you can do for it. Like 100% strat actually uses very tier to 2-cycle the boss, but in any person speedrun I can only 3-cycle the boss, so meaning that I can only damage him twice or 3 times, then he dies. Not so bad. Now I have to wait here a little bit while Arkorok is flying. I usually want to see where he's coming from, then I will set up myself. I always want to make sure I don't soft lock here. There's a way you can soft lock by using Arkorok's trail. And it means that you have to grab it as soon as you can. Here's another trick I will do. I will make him to not fly away, because I grab the ball as soon as possible. So I skip him from flying away for a while. Now we have to wait for a second phase. At the start of the bike in the second cycle, I will drop off to make him appear in the middle of the sky immediately. He's right now gonna fly away and fly away for a while. I can just make him spawn immediately in the middle of the stage by just falling off. This is all intended. It's faster. It is timed to be much faster. Now he's up there, you can see his shadow. Now I'm gonna do some really fast strats and I hope I will get the right timings. I will have to make him to make that noise sound effect there. Then I will gloss it down. So I make him to stop fire breathing now. And that saves a good chunk of time. I will do it one more time, then the third one will be a little bit different, because he's gonna turn around and change he's gonna turn around and fire breathe that way. The same thing, waiting him to do the sound. Then glass on now. I have a visual cue for using the amp letter where it says move down, move. That's not good. I didn't get to gloves on that, so I have to wait for him and do the bike do this normally now. That's unfortunate. I have to do this seven times, then he stops pirate critting. And failing that is like, I don't know, doing all these like kind of mistakes, it is punishing you in this game. Let's hope I will get the third cycle. The third hit fine. Need to unequip iron boots. Wait him to fire a crit like that, the anime sound effect. Then I will do this 3 times. That's 2. That's 3. Then I unequip iron boots now. And I will equip iron boots, then unequip now. That should do it. It didn't do it. Okay. Guess I will do it like normally. That's unfortunate. He's supposed to not do anything and turn around at me. I didn't get the right timing. It's all timing. It's just all timing. I think I will do the old strat here. I think I'm too low. Hopefully not. Okay, that did do it. That's the old strat we used to do. At least that worked. That wasn't the most optimal bike, but it happens. It's all timing to do all those tricks. And we're off to go to Palace of Twilight after this. I want to take this hard for safety, so nothing is gonna go bad in Palace of Twilight. Yeah, I will have one heart if I would have had some trouble in the beginning of the dungeon. I'm gonna put on iron boots here, then glove shot this cannon. That skips going to the water. I take 2 hearts damage from doing this though. And I have to jump slash to get it to work. And there we can see I was trying to open the portals, but Midna doesn't let me to because she thinks I'm in a mirror chamber still. And she will think I'm there all through the whole run when I try to open portals. Technically, the last dungeon of the game, you get a heart container after beating Sand. Then the final dungeon of the game is Hyrule Castle. So not so much left anymore. Oh yeah, I don't have to pull out the... Yeah. Midna always makes you to put away the sword. You keep the sword and shield in your hands when you open these doors in Palace of Twilight. It's just faster to have them on when I'm gonna kill the Sand Head. jump attack and quick spin kills Sand heads. Only one quick spin actually kills Sand head as well if all the if all the hits from Master Sword, if all the hits from quick spin actually hits Sand. Minna will talk to me when I was changing myself to transform into human Link, Wolf Link, on that mist or fog. So I avoid that by transforming myself. We will just do a couple side hops to top of this chest and just skip the puzzle for getting up there, I guess. I don't know if there are glove shot spots you just glove shot on. These Phantom Sands, they used to be RNG. They had some random elements, how many times they warp and where they warp, but that's completely gone now with this strat. What I'm gonna do, and that's hitting him 3 times like this. Then he only warps once, and I can damage him. I have to do it 1 more time. And the last, I have to do it 3 times with the 3 attacks. Then the 4th one, I have to do it with 4 hits. And the same thing works in the other side of the dungeon. We have to take this ball back and get the Life Sword. You cannot beat the dungeon without Life Sword. You can go through that fog or waterfall fog, but you're not able to get anywhere in the next room then. You don't need Life Sword or an upgraded sword from getting the ball back. You don't need that for Sand. And it doesn't make even more damage to him. You can also get to other side of the dungeon, the right side, right wing, they say. But you can't get out of there, because the platform only appears when you take this ball back with you to main room. But I'm gonna do LJA anyway because it's faster. But I have to take that ball with me so I get out of the right side. I will quickly have to get on that, so I get to this platform quickly. Oh, that's another good spot for a Sand head. It's fine. It's RNG what direction, what spots Sand head warps. That's a good RNG. Now in this next fog, I can just transform without even talking to Midna, because she's not gonna tell me anything about it. I think I didn't get that, but we'll see. Before the animation starts, you can actually get that glove shot, but you have to get like almost the top of the part, so you're able to hit that. Otherwise, you're not able to hit it. Here's an LJA that saves a little bit of time. It got out of bounds just for a second there, so I can just get an LJA. The same thing with this Sant, I can just hit him 3 times. Then the last one will be with 4 hits. And it's random where he spawns, but it doesn't matter. As long as I get to hit him as soon as possible, so it doesn't spawn enemies. If he spawns enemies, it becomes much harder to hit him. I'm not close enough. I can completely avoid those enemies, so I don't have to worry about them at all. No need to kill them. I can do a roll here if I get the... yeah, got it. I can throw off the ball, then get a roll out of that before the animation starts. That messenger, that shadow beast actually moves the ball a little bit. I don't think he can move it off, so it doesn't go back to the middle anymore after that. This can be scary to do. One time I dropped the ball off this platform when I got hit by these geezers, so I will try to get them with me. Get them like close to me, but I didn't get them, so I have to just hope they don't hit me before I jump off. When I got hit by the geese back in the day, the ball dropped off, I jumped off the platform, and I lost the ball because I couldn't glove shot it soon enough, because it's gonna roll away because of the slope. Now we're just getting the Light Sword or Master Sword 2.0. It's just a better version just for this dungeon. And it also transforms these NPCs as well. You can get past this waterfall walk, but you can't get past the next room then. So you have to get this upgrade for Mastery Sword. This next part of the dungeon is more of my favorite. The first part of the dungeon is just boring to me. There's just nothing special going on. I have to kill this Teknopapa so he doesn't bother me when I drop these. I think I got them both. Yep. It's fine, I don't need that. Here's an LJA. It got out of bounds, so I can get a launch up attack like that. Good thing about Life Sword, it one-shots these sun heads with just a single hit. When Link is walking and slashing a sword, that is the weakest hit he can do. But with a Life Sword, it doesn't matter for sun heads. Here's another LJA. It's not precise, but it's scary because if you fail it, you have to do the room again. Okay, I got it. And the thing is, I don't have to do that, but it's faster, so I'm doing it. I personally like to get big key burst, so I'm doing this just to see where I can aim. I think I don't find it anymore. I have to do another quick spin. There it is. You can glove shot that without even quick spinning with a master sword, but it's just really hard to find that glove shot spot. Now we have to go kill this sun head in the other side of this whole room. Hopefully they're not gonna come back. Yeah, this sun head is here. I'm not doing LJA like this because it's not actually working because there's ground underneath me. For some reason it counts for that, so I can't do LJA. I think that's the reason. I didn't get a heart, but it's fine. I just have to make sure I don't take any more damage. In the next room, there's a trick that if I'm fast enough, I can get a cycle called early platformer. If I'm fast enough for it, I will get it. If I'm not, then I will most likely drop off, or I will just back up and not get it then. Timing is strict. I have to get everything I have to do for it. Whoa, that's unfortunate. I'm not gonna get it now. That can happen sometimes with Boomerang. It doesn't go out of bounds, then I just can't get a jump anymore. So I'm just gonna wait. I'm not gonna get the cycle anymore. There's no way. I don't think I can even get the second cycle. Let's see where the platform is. Yeah, it's there. It's fine then. I'll just not do a LJA. Normally I'm supposed to get an LJA there, but I can't get the early elevator, early platform, so it doesn't matter do I do it or not. As long as I can just make... Well, I'm actually not fast enough, well, doesn't matter. Better safe than sorry. If I happen to drop down here, the backup will be that I get on that platform, then I get on that invisible platform over there, and I use that to glove shot here. It actually reaches that one. Now that's the last small key for this dungeon. This dungeon has a lot of small keys. I target that wall so it's 100% consistent to get an LJA. Or LGA, but still. Launch a bad attack. I would like some hearts. I hope they will drop them. There's one at least. Second one too. And now off to Twilight. I think he was supposed to be the final boss of the game, but Ganondorf had to take the spotlight for final boss. He's a great villain after all. Both of them though, but Sant especially for this game. Now this fight consists 5 phases, then the last phase in a Hyrule castle outside of Hyrule Market. The third phase is water phase, where I'm underwater, and that's what for I need the water bombs. If I didn't have them enough, I would have to get more water bombs in order to beat the game. If I happen to fail them. But I will make it safe. All that matters is the last hit of this combo for Sant. I only have to hit the last hit. This second phase, I will try to go for this fast kill, so I don't have to do... I only have to damage him once. But if I damage him enough and in the right way, I can skip the cycle. That's not right. I was supposed to do 2 slashes and I didn't get it. So this will be 2 cycles, and it's also luck how long... Yeah, he's not dead. I'm surprised. Oh well. It's random how many times he jumps like that. Do you wanna die? Thanks. Now this next phase, I'm gonna make it safe and use water bomb immediately at the start. So nothing bad would happen. That's what will happen if you don't get the glitch. It just drops off from Link's hand because he's not supposed to swim with a water bomb. That's what results the glitch to work as well. Now off to hook base. I'm worse on equip Iron Boots there by just equipping Ball and Chain over it. It's faster. Here I use a ball and chain so he just drops off that, and it's faster actually than rolling. Now here's the interesting thing. Ball and chain, I only need it for this phase. I don't need ball and chain for anything else in this whole run. You can beat the ball and chain. You can beat the ball and chain. You can beat the whole game without ball and chain if this phase wouldn't exist. Or this phase existed and you can somehow damage him or stun him, let's say. So you wouldn't need the ball and chain at all. But unfortunately this phase has to exist and there's no way to damage him but just the ball and chain. It's only the last hit that matters there still. It's for every phase. Now this is the last phase. I will explain this afterwards, what I'm gonna do. It only matters that the last hit of the combo or slashes hits him. Sun doesn't have a HP, he has a timer. I don't don't know how it works, but doing a quick spin after quick spin is just not making any that much of progress in a timer Sun has. Only the last hit of the combo for some reason will damage him enough. I guess the game assumes I hit him with all the 4 hits, so it progresses further in a timer. It's called timer because it's not a HP he has. It's not really a HP because I just did that to him by damaging him with 2 combo finishers, then the last one was with 4 hits, but it didn't matter did I hit the 3 once or not. I can't explain it any better, but that's what he has. He doesn't have HPs, it's just a timer. And now we're just off to Hyrule Castle. One last warp we have to do. There is a mailman trigger and I will try to skip it. It's really easy compared to that one I was doing in the middle of the beginning of the run. Well, almost in the beginning of the run. There we go. This cutscene that's coming up, it's unskippable. I cannot skip it. It's usually a good time for taking a small break before final dungeon of the game. Takes about 2 minutes, I think, the whole cutscene. As you can see, I can't skip it. One of the few cutscenes I can't skip. Not so much to explain, I guess. It's just a Midna transforming. In the last dungeon, Hyrule Castle, there is some stuff I'm gonna do. There's 2 barrier skips I can do. 3 technically if I can just do the LJ, but that 3rd one is so precise and nobody calls for it in a real-time attack speedruns. So there's just 2 barrier skips. We call them barrier skip because there's a barrier that will surround around you, but you can skip it. So that's why it's called barrier skip. And they're really huge skips as well. They save minutes. If you don't skip them, you have to fight monsters and they're just coming as a horde. We have to get a small key from Kim Pulpling one more time. One more time we have to beat him. Overall in the whole game, you beat Kim Pulpling 4 times, I think. Maybe 5 times. But you beat him a lot and he's just up for a like every time. I think it's 4 times. Two on a horseback and 2 by fighting on a crown. This version of Kim Pulpling is a little bit tougher than the one in a Gerudo Desert in Kim Pulpling camp. He has more HP, pretty much. That's the only difference. That only difference matters for me. This barrier is possible to skip, but it's really hard. It's really hard. It's just not worth to go for. Saves probably a couple seconds anyway. This barrier you can skip by just mashing the start button and run around of the barrier as soon as possible. Then wait for a gate to open. And here's the Kim Pulpling again, just coming out of nowhere. I cannot damage him enough to one-cycle him, so I have to backflip out of that, out of the last quick spin. There's this one save warp I can do. If I get a frame perfect backflip, then I can open a boss menu before I land. I can skip going backwards, and Midnight's not gonna talk to me. I didn't get it, so it doesn't matter. It saves a second anyway. It's faster to roll back then, at this point, as a human Link, than transform to Wolf Link. I have to be careful I don't hit the barrier. The inside side of the barrier is actually damaging you, and you then go inside a barrier and you have to save warp out. When I enter this door, there's gonna be a huge barrier again, but I can skip that by doing a jump attack. And this barrier is actually quite special because you have to do a jump attack, because when the animation starts when I go inside a barrier, it starts after doing a jump attack like this. I have to mash the start button, so I will skip the barrier like that. If I didn't do that, I wouldn't skip the barrier, and that's the last barrier I skip. And here we will fight against Darknut for the first time, and the only time as well. He's not too bad, he's really easy. If he is gonna attack me like that, I can just make a quick hit like this, just a quick swing, and actually start damaging him immediately. For some reason he doesn't want to start blocking when he's gonna move the parts like that. Also, do you remember we had a lantern? This next room is really funny because it reminds you have a lantern, use it. Because through the whole game you probably have forgot already that you have a lantern when you play casually. Then you enter this room. The bombs are used for this next room. I wanted to get them just in case. If I didn't have the bombs, I would have to use quick spins to kill these dino bosses. And they just die from one hit. Now we have to get a small key and a big key. I know this enemy's name, but I can't pronounce it, alright? But this mini-boss from City in the Sky, he's much weaker here. He's just dead now. Aerovols or something, I can't pronounce it, unfortunately. It's one of those enemy names I can't just pronounce. Those hearts. Not that I need them. Also, I need a big key. There's gonna be a small cutscene here. So after having all these unfortunate mistakes like more fill dead, no early boss flag in the beginning of the game, I will beat Estimate. I will beat Estimate still. And that's why I put the estimate as 3 hours 25 minutes, because stuff like that can happen, and I have to back it up somehow. Especially Morphil is a big one punishing you. You don't want to die in a Morphil fight. That's a minute lost. Oh well, it's still a not so bad run. After I get a boss key, this key, it's gonna take me like 7 to 8 minutes to beat the end part of the game. Going to Ganondorf Pike and beat him. I'm looking at the time of like 3 hours, 24 minutes, 23 minutes. Depending on a luck. There's actually still a luck in this next fight. Puppet Zelda has luck, and it's kinda unfortunate it's at the end of the game. I can skip this puzzle with well placed, well timed rolls. Skip this cutscene, roll over here, damage them twice with quick spin to kill them. Oh, I wasn't in the right spot, huh? That's weird. When you have the nerves on in a good base run, it can be really hard to aim to get those. Here, that's the same thing for these. Quick spin twice. Then I need these glove shots still. The next part, you can actually skip this Dark Knight fight by going almost inside the trigger, but then you skip the fight. Like that. Yeah, I don't know. I guess they just overlooked that you wouldn't reach to that spot. And now we're off to final fight. Now we just have to hope for Zelda being nice and not giving us too many cycles. We refer it as a cycle when she does an attack. That's a good sign, because I may be able to get 7 cycles, which is the best amount of cycles you can get. The worst possible, I think, is 15, but I think it can go even beyond over that. And now she can just give me that. That's an attack I can't like hope for her attacking me with the the light ball. That's 2 right now. That is a good sign. That's 3 now. Every attack is a cycle. That's what we call. So 3 more attacks, then an attack. I can reflect back. That's 7 cycles then. Oh yeah, I mentioned about the sand spike. I have a Poland chain equipped because it's faster for fun. It's faster for Beast Cannon. But you don't need Poland chain to beat Beast Cannon. You have Wolf Link to knock him off. That's why I say that sand spike is the only reason you get a Poland chain. That should be 6, so next one should be an attack, so I can reflect it back. So it's 7 cycles then. Yep, that's a really good luck. That's really good. Every extra cycle I think loses like 10 seconds. I don't know exactly how much, but it's just really bad luck if you happen to get more than 10, let's say. I'm gonna walk a little bit right here to make sure I hit that Poland chain to his head. Here I'm damaging him enough, so in the next phase when I'm attacking him, I'm gonna damage him enough so he only has like 1 HP left. And when he has 1 HP left, what he's gonna do next after with that, he's just gonna give me 1 portal. Meaning that he behaves differently when he has 1 HP left. Now I have damaged him enough. He's only gonna give me 1 portal. He only warps once and attacks me. If I didn't do that, he would warp more than 4 times, or even more than 4 times or even more. So all I have to do is just attack him once and he's dead. This used to be RNG part, and people didn't like it, but luckily enough it was figured out that you can damage him enough, then he only gives you 1 portal. You cannot kill him without a wolf link, you have to be a wolf link. You can damage him enough, but it's just not gonna kill him. Then the horseback. There's a way I can make him to attack me immediately. Then I can attack him right away. I always zoom out so I have a better view for this whole section. There he attacks me, then I'm gonna attack him. Then I get off this target, so I will get a retarget like that, so he doesn't get away. He behaves really weirdly here. Like he's gonna run away like that. Sometimes he take a U-turn and just run away the other direction. But that was the best way to beat the horseback. And the time is coming up when I hit the final blow to Ganondorf. And I will say time then. So 3 hours, 24 minutes will be the final time. I don't know the seconds because I can't remember how long this cutscene takes. All I have to do is go behind him, jump attack and quick spin 3 times, and that will damage him enough so I can just do an ending blow to him. It takes 12 seconds when I start rolling to get to the final hit, final blow. Time. Less than 20 minutes off from my personal best, but lots of things happened and went wrong in this run. But at least I beat the estimate by less than a minute at least. So yeah, that's Twilight Princess. It's a cool speed game. I like it, but it's really punishing you if you don't get all the tricks first try and so on. I always stream like all of my speedruns, Super Mario Sunshine, Twilight Princess, all of them, like anything of them, and I stream like really frequently. So yeah, just wanted to say that out. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the Twilight Princess speedrun.